Alright, this is Calibus and we're playing Project Ozone 3. So, today, now that I've gotten off to a great start because I actually know what we're playing, I've done a little bit more processing of gold and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, today, we're going to set up some more automation. Now this isn't going to seem like automation, but it's totally, in my mind, counts as automation, and you guys can just deal with it. So, first off, we need some clay. So, I am going to get, say, 5, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not 5, but that's fine. Chuck it in the top one. Put this back. Also, I have determined that there are elevators in this pack. So one of the things that I am doing over here is I am making charcoal for torches. And we are going to begin expanding. Now, I am not going to be expanding directly above. I'm actually going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems perfect. Torch there, one more of these, pop this there, and what we're going to do is we're going to do this. All right. So we're kind of going to expand off that way. That's the plan. So I don't have a solid idea of how I want this to look. I honestly, that's not how I work for the most part. I just, I want it to kind of go off that way. I'm not super concerned about, you know, being able to go down, just to be able to go up. There we go. And now that it's wide enough, we can just do this the fast way. So we need to make sure that everything stays lit up. I'm also thinking about putting up railings because I know myself and I am going to fall off the edge. Oh, this is a slime chunk. Okay, that is important to know. Where does it start? Jungle, beach, jungle, jungle slime, beach slime. So the chunk changes here. This is the chunk boundary, I bet. Turn this on. Yeah, right here. So this is a slime chunk. I find this important because this is going to give us all sorts of bonuses. Let's check this one. This is not a slime chunk. So if you look to the left, top left of the screen, it has the biome under the day. And the biome says beach slime. So what that means is this is a beach biome and it is a slime chunk. I do like the fact that it is clearly labeled like that, because it means that we can I need that, man. So let's do this, that to make 5 more, and I'm actually down here to check on these. So this can go away. So here's some of the automation that we want to do. First off, we need to do some crafting. So oak chests. We're also going to need some oak planks. So we're going to take these chests and we are going to do this to make a drawer. This is a basic 2x2 drawer. We're also going to need another chest. I'm just going to go ahead and make 4. And we need some iron. We also need to put the wool away because I'm not doing anything with it. Which iron do we have? Anyway, first off, this is part of a quest, so we're just going to do this really quick. So we do this, and that gives us a bonsai pot. Bonsai pots are really cool because if you take it and... Alright. So we're going to toss the unk in there. We don't especially need it. We're going to grab some iron. We need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need to make a hopper. So 1 hopper. Hopper. And now we take a bonsai pot, combine it, and we get a hopping bonsai pot. So we're going to hop up here. Hop. We can get rid of this. I'm not precisely sure where I want to put this. So I want my storage to be central to a lot of things, but we can eventually move stuff around, so it's not a super big deal where it is. I do consider this central to my base, so perhaps what we want to do is put it underneath. And I'd like to do that before we put it down, because we can end up with a lot of very inconveniently placed things that are a pain to move. So let's put it here. All right. So we're going to go down 6, I think. How many blocks is that? That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 bits of space. So this is going to be awkward if I die, because I think that I forgot to put keep inventory on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and space. So now we go off to the side. Put the torch down, because torches. And then we do this. We are very careful not to vein mine. One of the reasons that we'd like to do 6 as a number is because 6 is pretty much as far as we can reach without having difficulty with the oops, come on, we can make it. That is not what I wanted to do. That is a super pain. So let's grab another Ender Pearl really quick. And we're going to grab a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is how we make an elevator. So elevators are pretty cool. They typically do not have a cost to use, although they can be configured to have a cost. So I'm actually going to put the elevator here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the best spot for the elevator. Don't ask me why it's the best spot for the elevator. I just decided it was, and so it is, and that's the best you guys can do about it. Okay, so the object is not to fall down. And the object is also to go elevator. Ta-da! So let's get this before I lose it. Oh, sweet. And we need to work our way that way. So we're going to take a stone wand and kind of cruise this way. And it's here. Light this up really quick because, you know, torches. Pop the elevator up, and we're going to get rid of that. All right. So now that we have the beginning spot for this, this is going to be where our storage is going to be. I haven't decided how far up or down it's going to go. And this is only going to be, wow, I don't know whether I want to stick with this or AE2 or anything like that. We're out of that. But anyway, so beginnings of automation, as I said. We're going to go ahead and pop a thing down. Let's go get some dirt. Dirte. Never actually seen that movie. And I probably never will. Let's get a sapling. If I were saplings, I would be hiding somewhere. How do I not have any saplings? Ooh, that is really, really disturbing. Okay, we have saplings. Go us. So first things first, we give it the appropriate dirt, and then we drop a sapling in it, and ta-da! It will automatically grow little miniature trees. Now, they do not produce very much because, I mean, it's a miniature tree. But once it hits capacity, it's going to go ahead and begin dropping. So this one only gave us 1 oak wood and an apple. And yeah, a full-size tree will give us a lot more than that. But what this does do for us is it 100% automates this. You know, we can now go off and do other things, and it will eventually fill up on its own. And depending on the type of tree, it will collect all the different drops that the tree can provide. We do not want sticks. So we're going to do, well, I guess we could be fine with sticks. So it's just going to keep producing. And then if any of these are full, then it's going to, you know, once it's full, it just deletes them. It won't put any more in. So it's very nice. This thing, you don't have to worry about overflow. And now we can take stuff off of there. Oh, there they are, saplings. I knew I had some. I was worried that I had, like, chucked them all off of something, I guess. So, yeah, that's a handy bit of automation. I like it. It's cool. So we have done the thing. At this point, we will no longer need this apple tree here, so we can just get rid of it. And we can get rid of this. And we can get rid of this, because, yeah. And we can get rid of this, and we can move these. So that actually is going to clear up a little bit of space for us. And we can put all of that down here in the thing. So one of the things that I did between episodes was I went ahead and I made all of the other stuff into casts. So we're doing a little bit better with that. I am going to move these as soon as we start getting slimes, because with slimes I can make packing tape, which means we don't have to worry about stuff going everywhere and being damaging to, you know, the server. I'm just gonna chuck this over the edge. Power 1. Power 1. I'm hitting Q and it says power 1. I don't know what that means actually. Whatever. So let's look at aroma. So we want to go ahead and make a portal frame. So we're going to need stone, and we're going to need a mining multi-tool. Okay, so that is a little bit down the way. We're going to have to go to Astral Sorcery to do that. So let's look at the... I have no idea what sticky ore is. Let's look at the hunting dimension. Okay, let's look at my inability to type. Or not, because I would really prefer that you didn't realize that I couldn't type or spell or anything, because that would be exciting. So, hunting dimension. We need a hunting dimension frame, 14 of those. So we are going to need arrows, and we're going to need 14. So one of the things that irritates me is when they're like, you need this many, and the recipe will never make the right amount. Sorry about that. Again, allergies, they're very exciting. So let's look into making arrows. Arrows are pretty simple. I'm sure mostly everybody knows how to make them. We need flint. We need more flint. I have a lot of flint somewhere. Here it is. Flint. And now we need some wood and some feathers. So, mysteriously, we have some feathers here. And we've got some sticks down here. And some wood. So, pretty much what you're doing is... Do we not know how to make arrows? Oh, it's like that. Arrowhead, arrow shaft, fletching. Only it were that easy in real life. I mean, it technically sort of is, but there's a lot of fidgety, you know. Your shaft has to be straight, your fletching has to be lined up correctly, otherwise your arrow is going to do weird stuff. Your arrowhead has to be, you know, convenient and helpful, or you'll get wobbly flight, just weird stuff. So let's take some of this oak wood. Now, if we need 8 for 4 and we need 14, we're basically going to need 16, so 4 craftings. So 32 is what we need. Oh, convenient, we have just enough. Now remember, this is me going to get my butt handed to me because this is a terrible place to be. We are going to put... Okay, so we're going to put the RAKs away because we are starting to go a lot. We're going to put the hunting dimension up here. Let's get some more cobblestone and we'll kind of like safety rail this bad boy. fine for now, I guess. All right, so that all right. One of the other things that this will do is this will very conveniently put the hunting dimension out of casually we walk through on accident range, because it's not a place that I feel like casually walking through, because it's pretty horrible. Let's go get some more building materials, because we're going to need the building materials for the hunting dimension. Also going to put these over here, just so they don't clutter our inventory. Feathers can go back. I'm really hoping that at some time in the near future we can sometime in the near future we can set everything up perfectly. I'm not sure what technically that means for me, but oh. So for the most part, you set this up just like you would a nether portal. It's not super complicated, and I do not remember what you need. I do not remember what you need to light it. Apparently you right-click it. I right-clicked it with a sword. That could be how you do it, maybe not. So let's make some safety rails, because safety rails. Oh, it's weird. Anybody else hear a pig? I'm not super excited by that sound. Okay. I have to admit, I would actually like these to be on that row. There we go. I think it may be the portal actually making those noises. So let's do this. So I wandered in, I hit crouch, and it drops me in place. So this place is always horrible. I have never known this place not to be completely horrible. Honestly, I'm half expecting... Now, it does follow the normal rules as far as torches shut off spawns. But you can see that it's nighttime, and I'm not sure that I ever remember it not being nighttime. So when you build your Fortress of Solitude here, and you probably will, you want to make sure that you have secured it against everything right from the beginning. So keep in mind, spiders climb. So I usually recommend at least one full block outward, because there's a lot of mods out there that are like spiders climb and they ignore not full blocks. I saw at least one where spiders can climb upside down. So you do what you need to do to feel safe. And for me, that is kind of a mini fortress thing. And once I have finished this all the way down on the top, I am going to finish that. Oh, there we go. Those chickens, they scare me. Okay. So this doesn't make us 100% safe. Ooh, that's going to be handy. But it does make us safer. All right, and that should now keep out spiders. So this is the hunting dimension. It is a perfectly flat area filled with horrible. I have no idea if there's any mod or any ores or anything down here, but perfectly flat, filled with horrible. And we're gonna light this up because it scares me. So this seems like a good place to stop. We have done another quest. We've been to another world. It's a very terrible place, but we have been there. And we are putting up safety rails, so we are more Ewok than Imperial, because Imperials don't put up safety rails, and everybody knows that. So yeah, if you like the episode, leave a like. If you don't. Simple as that. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below, and I hope you folks have a great night.